What's going on, guys? Dave from twoaveragedudes.com. I got some notes on a topic. Let's hit it. Okay, some of you might remember when Saudi Arabia retaliated last summer against Chrystia Freeland's Twitter comments about the treatment of women's rights activists in their country. Now, Saudi Arabia really took offense to that because I guess there was a lot of negative public comments being made about them, so on and so forth. And they got really pissy with Canada about, you know, that being said, not being put out there. I think that was August when that happened. Anyway, now they suspended diplomatic ties with Canada. Okay, they kicked the Canadian ambassador out. They took their own diplomats out of Ottawa. Then they started shutting down. Now listen to this. They used to have, and it was very, very good money for Canada. They used to have this scholarship for Saudi Arabian students to go to Canada to study. Well, no more. They also stopped future deals with Canada, canceled some imports, and even the Saudi bank, they started selling off some of their Canadian holdings. It's pretty serious. So the new Global Affairs Canada is finding out that, okay, now listen to this. Current contracts are being replaced by other suppliers than Canada. They are delaying payments to Canada, no military base access, banning food and medication from Canada. Shipments from Canada are being stopped at Saudi ports, and that's just a few of them. Like, this does not look good. So, you have to understand the seriousness of this. Now, I just have a couple quick numbers here. Okay, in the past we had over $4 billion worth of trade with Saudi Arabia, and they had $1.2 billion of investments throughout Canada, and they produce about 10% of our barley exports. Now, all this is being threatened. All this is changing. These barley exports, gone. You know, investments in Canada, gone. The $4 billion worth of trade with Canada, gone. Like, gone. What does this remind you of? Does it remind you guys of anything? Reminds me of friggin' China. It does. It does. You know what? Somebody in Trudeau's office pipes off and everything just goes haywire. Canada gets punished again for what these stupid liberals are doing. Why do they keep doing things that wreck us? Like, it's bad enough that they did the United States' dirty work with China, you know, against China. Like, the United States set Canada up, let's be honest. And Dum-Dum, our Prime Minister, was to remember that we're supposed to be protecting Canada, doing what's good for Canada, not what's good for the States. You know, he didn't remember that Canada is different from the States because he's a moron. And now Saudi Arabia's relationship with Canada is going down the tubes. They have tons of money again. It's China again and again. China, Saudi Arabia. It's all one big bloody mess. And Trudeau and his stupid government has caused this, and they can't fix it. Idiots. Mike, let's hear it.
Hey, Dave. Before I get started, I want to remind everybody that we're into Event 2 of the round of 16 of the Tournament of Justin Trudeau Failures. In Event 1, Justin Trudeau buying a pipeline destroyed him being a fake feminist. Now, in Event 2, we have Justin Trudeau's comments of Quebec is better than the rest versus Justin Trudeau's embarrassment in India, which was a good one. If you haven't seen it yet, check out our video above that we did on that one. We did the Justin Trudeau's embarrassment in the video. Check it out. It was a good one. And now let's get into today's topic. Dave, it's interesting. There's not much, unfortunately, we can do about our Saudi Arabia and our China contacts that have happened now. Justin Trudeau has destroyed those. You know, his comments and his actions have completely destroyed all trade with those countries. And it's going to take a long time to get that back. Luckily for us, you know, Donald Trump has not cut us completely off yet. You know, I think what Donald Trump is doing is waiting to see what happens in the next election. And I'm pretty sure if Justin Trudeau gets back in, we're going to see a buttload of tariffs and all these problems happening with the U.S. So, but what I don't get is how Justin Trudeau's allowed to make all these comments and do all these things in order to tick off these foreign countries. Who are the guys behind the scenes? Who are the guys letting Justin Trudeau make all these comments, doing all these things? Like, are the, the brainchild behind him? Or do they just sit behind there and go, let's see what we can do today to mess up our world? Let's see what we can do today to mess up Canada? Oh, wait a minute. They don't care about Canada. Canada is the last thing on their list. They couldn't care less what happens to Canada. They just want to look good, in all these other countries in the world. What it comes down to is they couldn't care less if Canada gets harmed, and they couldn't care less if China hates us, and they couldn't care less if Saudi Arabia hates us. Because everything he's done has allowed hundreds of small, minor economic countries love us by us giving them money. So if there was a vote tomorrow, 100 countries that have no economic ability in the world love Canada, and the top 3 powerhouses hate us, Because at the end of the day, it's all about a popularity vote for Justin Trudeau. It's not about what helps our country the best. Guys, post your comments below. Let us know what you think. And make sure you check out our website, 2averagedudes.com. Check out the polls, surveys, and the tournament going on. All right, guys, catch you next time.